Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to being truly well-informed. Today, we're plunging into, well, a really fascinating frontier. Education isn't just changing. It feels like it's undergoing a radical transformation.
It really does. Imagine learning not just from pages, but like stepping inside the knowledge,
Yeah.
interacting with it.
Experiencing it directly. Yeah. It sounds futuristic, but it's becoming surprisingly real, isn't it?
Incredibly tangible. And this shift, it promises to redefine how we learn, how we acquire skills, really throughout our whole lives, making learning continuous,
Yeah.
immersive.
Absolutely. And that's exactly why today we're digging into a specific partnership that's really pushing this forward. It's the collaboration between EON Reality and Mainbot.
Two real innovators in this space.
Right. And this isn't just some, corporate announcement. It feels more like a blueprint for what lifelong learning could actually become.
Yeah, and what's so compelling is the mix of tech they're bringing together. You've got VR, AR, XR, basically. Then AI, robotics, even Web3 tools.
And gamification, which is key for engagement.
Exactly. It's a whole ecosystem designed to make learning, well, deeply engaging.
And for you listening, this isn't just tech news. Think about how your kids might learn or how you might need to upskill for your job.
Or how whole companies adapt. This partnership, it aims to make getting new knowledge faster, deeper, and honestly just more captivating than what we're used to.
So let's dive in. Okay. To really get why this partnership matters, we should probably understand the players first. Let's start with EON Reality. Who are they? What's their unique angle here?
Right. So EON Reality, they're known as a global leader in AI-assisted virtual and augmented reality, specifically for knowledge transfer.
Knowledge transfer. Okay.
Yeah, their whole mission is making complex knowledge available, transferable, and accessible everywhere, for industry, for education.
So it's not just cool tech demos. It's about practical application, how we actually learn and use information better.
Exactly.
What's their technological edge? What makes them stand out?
Well, their real differentiator is their AR/VR stuff, which is boosted by something they call AI autonomous agent-driven text-to-XR conversion.
Okay, text to XR conversion. What does that actually mean?
It means they can take, say, a chapter from a textbook or a technical manual and use AI to turn it into an interactive 3D, VR or AR experience really, really quickly.
How quickly are we talking?
We're talking hours, maybe days instead of months. It basically smashes the bottleneck of creating immersive content. It makes it feasible for almost anyone, an educator or a trainer, to generate this stuff.
Wow. Okay, that's huge. So it democratizes the creation of this advanced learning material.
Precisely. It allows experiential learning to scale up massively. Suddenly, millions can get hands-on with concepts that used to be just abstract diagrams or text.
That positions them as a really pivotal player then, reshaping content creation and delivery.
Fundamentally.
Okay, so that's EON Reality, the engine for rapid XR content. Now let's switch gears to their partner, Mainbot. What's their background? What do they bring to this mix?
Mainbot, right, a French company, founded back in January 2017, based in Paris. And their goal is, well, pretty ambitious. Reinvent lifelong learning for everyone.
Reinventing lifelong learning. How are they approaching that?
Their approach is this interesting fusion. They blend robotics, Web3 technologies, and gaming together into these immersive educational experiences.
Robotics, Web3, gaming. That's quite a combination. Can you give us examples? What are their main products?
Sure. So their most known product is probably Winky. It's this little edutainment robot.
What is edutainment? Okay.
Yeah. It's designed to get kids, maybe 6 to 12 years old, into programming concepts, makes coding feel, tangible and fun. Kids see their code, make the robot move.
Makes sense. Makes it real.
Exactly. And then they have the Winkyverse. This is their big gamified learning metaverse.
A learning metaverse.
Yeah, think of a huge online game world, but where the quests, the activities, they're all designed to teach you things. It's like a personalized educational playground. And it's actually got support from national initiatives in France, like France 2030.
That's significant buy-in. Tells you something about the potential they see.
Definitely. It highlights the innovation, and they're not standing still either. They recently acquired another company, My Serious Game, just this year, 2024.
Oh, interesting. What does that add?
That acquisition brought in a lot more expertise in customized digital training solutions. So now they're better equipped to serve big companies, enterprises, as well as individual learners.
So expanding their reach across the whole learning spectrum.
Exactly. Shows they're serious about dynamic, accessible, lifelong learning for everyone.
Okay, so we've got EON Reality, the XRA content powerhouse, teamed up with Mainbot, the specialist in educational robotics, Web3, and gamified learning. Let's focus on the partnership itself now. What's the core strategic idea here?
Well, the core idea, I think, is synergy. It brings together really complementary strengths. You've got EON's advanced XR and, crucially, that AI-driven content generation.
The speed factor we talked about.
Right. Matched with Mainbot's vision for engagement. The robotics, the Web3 angle, the gamification. It's not just layering tech. It feels like they're trying to solve that big challenge.
Yeah.
How do you create scalable, personalized experiential learning that's also engaging and accessible?
And doing it fast. So what's the shared mission? What are they aiming for together?
Their shared goal seems pretty clear.
Uh-huh.
Basically, to build the future of global education. They want to speed up this whole movement towards learning experiences that are, engaging, ready for the future, and open to everyone.
Regardless of where you are or your background.
That seems to be the ambition.
How does this partnership specifically boost Mainbot? What do they get from EON Reality that helps, say, the Winkyverse?
Well, Mainbot gets to plug EON Reality's state-of-the-art XR and AI tools right into their platforms.
Yeah, okay.
So imagine the Winkyverse, but suddenly richer, more immersive, more interactive, because you can populate it with high-quality XR content generated super fast by EON's AI. It makes those gamified worlds much more dynamic.
So deeper immersion, faster content updates within their learning environments.
Pretty much. It should allow for a much more responsive and sophisticated learning experience.
Now, are there any potential friction points? I mean, they have distinct approaches. EON is maybe more infrastructure, Mainbot, more user-facing engagement.
That's a good point. I see them less as friction, more as different, but complementary layers. EON provides the tools, the engine for content. Mainbot provides the platform, the engagement strategy, especially for, younger learners or community models.
So the challenge is weaving them together seamlessly.
Exactly. Integration is always complex, but the leaders seem aligned on the vision for a complete ecosystem. Which brings us to what they're actually saying.
Right. Let's hear from the people driving this. What are the CEOs saying? Why does this matter to them?
Okay, so Boris Kessler, he's the CEO of Mainbot, he talked about tackling a double challenge, which is 1, universal access to education, and 2, transforming learning with new tech.
Like AI and blockchain.
Yeah, he specifically mentioned AI and blockchain. And interestingly, he highlighted an initial focus on Francophone Africa.
That's significant. Targeting areas where access might be a bigger issue.
It shows a really global, impactful vision. It's about democratization.
Universal access, tech transformation, big goals. What about EON Reality side? What's their chairman saying?
Dan Lajerskar, EON's chairman, he expressed excitement about partnering with Mainbot, saying their drive and commitment to lifelong learning really resonated with EON's own values.
So shared values.
Seems so. And Lajerskar emphasized this vision of transformative hands-on learning experiences, the goal being to empower students, educators, basically everyone.
It comes back to empowerment, doesn't it? Enabling better learning for you, the individual learner.
That's the message. It's not just tech for tech's sake.
Okay, it's clear they share this big vision, but let's get practical. What does this tech convergence actually look like for someone learning? How do XR, AI, robotics, Web3, gamification, how do they all work together?
All right, let's break it down. First, XR, VR, and AR. That's EON's specialty. VR puts you inside a digital world. Like, imagine dissecting a virtual frog in biology class without the mess.
Or walking through ancient Rome.
Exactly. Or an engineer exploring a jet engine from the inside. Then AR overlays digital info onto your real world. Think seeing assembly instructions hover over furniture parts.
Or seeing a virtual dinosaur standing in your living room through your tablet.
Precisely. It's about making learning spatial and interactive, not just flat.
It's that step beyond just watching a video, you're in it. Okay, how does AI fit in?
AI is kind of the personalization layer. EON's AI, especially that text XR thing, helps create the content quickly, but AI also tailors the learning experience.
How so?
It can track your progress, figure out what you're struggling with, what your learning style might be, and adapt the content for you, like a personal tutor.
Ah, okay, so it adjusts the difficulty or offers different explanations based on how you're doing.
Exactly. It provides real-time feedback, making the whole process more efficient and targeted.
That sounds incredibly powerful for making learning stick. Okay, then robotics, that's Mainbot's area, especially with Winky.
Right. Winky shows how physical robots make abstract ideas, like coding, concrete for kids. They write code, the robot does something. It's immediate, tangible feedback.
Makes it playful, less intimidating.
Very much so. Essential for those early learning stages.
Now, Web 3. This one often feels a bit more abstract. How does it play a role in, say, the Winkyverse or this broader vision?
Yeah, Web 3 can feel fuzzy, but here I think it's mainly about ownership and community
Ownership of what?
of your learning achievements. Imagine getting a certificate for a skill you learned in the Winkyverse. With Web 3, that certificate could be like a unique digital token verifiable on a blockchain that you truly own.
So like a permanent fraud-proof digital credential?
Sort of, yeah. It gives you portable, undeniable proof of what you know. And the community part. Web 3 can enable models where users are rewarded, maybe with tokens, for contributing good learning content or helping others.
Fostering a more decentralized, perhaps fairer learning ecosystem.
That seems to be the potential they're exploring. It ties back to that universal access idea by empowering users within the system.
Okay, that makes more sense. Ownership and community. And finally, gamification. We mentioned the Winkyverse is gamified. Why is that important?
Because it taps into basic human motivation. Points, levels, badges, challenges. It makes learning feel less like work and more like, well, a game.
It makes it fun, addictive even, in a good way.
Exactly. It keeps learners engaged, motivated to progress. Crucial for all ages, frankly, not just kids.
So when you weave all these together, the immersive XR, the personalized AI, the tangible robotics, the empowering Web3, the engaging gamification, what's the overall effect?
The overall effect is designed to be this incredibly dynamic, accessible, and deeply engaging learning system. It spans from childhood exploration with robots right through to sophisticated corporate training delivered in VR.
It's a framework for learning that's active, not passive.
And that evolves with you throughout your life. That's the lifelong part.
This partnership, then, between EON Reality and Mainbot, it really does feel like a powerful convergence. You've got all these cutting-edge technologies, XR, AI, robotics, Web3, gamification, all focused on redefining lifelong learning.
Yeah, it signals a pretty significant shift, I think, away from static classrooms and fixed curricula towards something much more immersive, interactive, personalized.
And continuous. A journey, not just a destination.
Exactly. A journey where learning adapts to you and your achievements are, verifiable and yours.
So as you think about all this, here's a final thought to chew on. What new skills might you pick up? What subjects that maybe seemed too hard before might suddenly click when the world itself can become your textbook?
When you have an AI tutor guiding you and a community supporting you.
How could this fundamentally change your curiosity, your potential, in ways we're really only just starting to grasp? Something to think about. We'll catch you on the next deep dive.